Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm here to talk to you guys about the parallel line conjecture. We're going to learn this, and we're going to go over a couple of angle puzzles. There's going to be specific type of angles that we're going to learn about today. So the parallel line conjecture is as follows. If two or more parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then their corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, and alternate exterior angles are congruent. Okay, so what does that even mean, right? This is a mouthful. So first of all, the transversal, right? The transversal in this problem is this line here. It looks like a segment, but in reality, it could be a segment, could be a line. EF. Okay, so that is a transversal. All it is a line that intersects two parallel lines. Another thing that this conjecture mentions is corresponding angles. So here, looking at these two turtles that I've drawn here, these two angles are corresponding angles. So notice they are on the same side of the transversal above the two parallel lines. So here we have parallel lines A, B, and CD. Forgot to write that in earlier. And these two turtles represent corresponding angles. So looking at this diagram, there are several other corresponding angles. I could move this guy here and the turtle down there. Right, so those are now corresponding angles. I could move the turtle over here and this turtle over there. And we have corresponding angles over there. And lastly, I could move this guy down here and this turtle down here. And there's the third set there. Next up in the conjecture, we have alternate interior angles. And alternate interior angles are angles that are on the opposite side, or the alternate sides of the transversal, but are on the interior of the parallel lines. So let's use the kitty cat face for this one. So here we have two alternate interior angles. The first one right there, and the second one right there. So like I said, opposite sides of the transversal this line here, EF in green, and one, they're both underneath the parallel lines. I could also have shifted these cat faces over. This guy could move over here, and this other cat could move on the other side. Once again, also alternate interior angles. So those are congruent. Last thing we're going to mention, and just to save some time and use the cat face again, is alternate exterior angles, and they are also congruent. So exterior, alternate, which means alternating sides of the transversal. Exterior, which means on the outside of the parallel lines. So these two examples right here are alternate exterior angles, and I can also shift the faces over here, and once again we have alternate exterior angles. So this knowledge will be very helpful when we look at certain angle puzzles, especially on the next two angle puzzles. One we'll do together, and one I'll give you an opportunity to try on your own. So let's take a look. So here we have a fairly simple angle puzzle. Solve for X, Y, and Z and give reasons. Oftentimes you're going to have to give reasons. Using these and understanding what types of angles are congruent is going to be helpful for you in the future. So let's take a look. So here we have 150 degrees. We have X, Y, and Z. So the first thing we can do, the easiest one I see is angle. We could solve for angle Z first. I know that Z is going to be equal to 150 degrees. And how do I know that? Well, I know I have the 150 degrees down here, and I have this right here. And what type of angles are these? Very good. They are corresponding angles. And oftentimes I write them as CAs for a shorthand rather than writing out corresponding angles. So let's keep going with this puzzle. I have angle X, which I know that angle X is going to have to be 150 degrees because it's a vertical angle with this angle right here, which is 150 degrees. I also know, right, oops, sorry, that was supposed to be an X. I also know that it is a certain type of angle with angle Z, and it is a little bit tough to see in this diagram, but these are alternate exterior angles with Z, with angle Z. So this has got to be 150 degrees. So once again, we have two reasons here. We have vertical angle with 150 degrees, and we also have alternate exterior angles with angle Z. Last, we have angle Y. In angle Y, in angle Y, we have the easiest way to find angle Y is to use the supplementary angle with angle Z. We know angle Z is 150 degrees, so therefore Y must be 30 degrees. So this was a fairly straightforward angle puzzle using the basic properties of angles and parallel lines that we've discussed in the previous slide. Now I'm going to give you the opportunity to try one that's a little bit more challenging. You'll notice that we have 3 sets of parallel lines, and we have a couple other angles to solve for. So do your best and good luck.